Alrighty, folks. Try to get back to our ancient shelter and the frickin' Krell ship up there. I came over a mountain and it started shooting at me. Did I lose any blocks? I think I lost a couple of blocks off the front of this thing. Ooh, I got to fix this hover vessel for my own advantage here. I know I fixed it in the workshop, but I still haven't fixed it in the gameplay. Holy cow, let me see if I can get to the ancient shelter so we can kind of empty this thing a little bit. There's a drone that we took down. Where's that? I swear he looks like he's circling back. Okay, so let's see. Let's get to the ancient shelter. This thing is just, I didn't have enough thrusters on the back of it. I need 2 more thrusters. As you can see in red there, we're like 14% to full because I went back to our home sweet hole, and I went to the cabin across the canyon and gathered up some stuff. So let's just park. Quickly and shut down, and then I can probably get inside. And as long as I'm inside, maybe they won't mess with us. Thing is, I can't see them, and they're not within the little map radius, so that's good. Okay, I don't see it, which is good, because chances are it's on the other side of that mountain right there, because that's the direction we came from. Holy cow. All right, folks. Nas here. I appreciate everybody joining me for another episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival. We have taken over this little ancient shelter. We're going to start making it our own. Let's take some oxygen. Sniper rifle. Let's reload that. Did it reload? No, it didn't, because I canceled the animation because I feel like it takes a long time to put a clip in it. Let's see. I don't need this block right where we're at. Let's make sure that we are connected to the ship. Yeah, you can see we're at 8,800 of 10,000 capacity on that. I got to put 2 more thrusters on it, and I've got to move some blocks around and stuff on it. I'm not fond of the hovercrafts by any means. Oh, well, that just leaves an opening there. Well, that sucks. All right, well, we're going to remove these anyway. That'll be fine. Let me kind of go over in a corner. That way nobody sees me that may be coming by. We're going to go into... I'm going to put my face in the corner so I can spawn my drone. But I went and I picked up everything from our home sweet hole. I made a few cores. That way we can go around to the different locations where we found farm plots and stuff, and gather those items. I did craft some thrusters so I could put thrusters on the hovercraft. I just didn't get a chance to put them on before I ran into that Krell ship. And then obviously I am going to have to fix a couple of container extensions that got damaged coming over here. Alrighty, so we've got another solar panel and we have another capacitor. We're going to put those in. We'll put that small O2 tank in. We could put these doors in. Don't know if we're going to add those items or not. There's some lights. I've got the force fields. It's a grow light. And some grow plots. Let's get over to our stuff here. Actually, which I don't know which way the sun comes up on this thing. But I know I want to remove these. These are all going to get in the way. Let's make sure we got... Do I want retrieve blocks? Those are going to be all wood, aren't they? Wood, 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 wood. If they're all wood, I'm going to scrap them. That is not wood. That is... Oh, but that's broken. Okay. We're going to scrap all of this. Salvage. Salvage. Are those broken? I don't think those are broken. That one is. I can't tell if those are broken or not. I'll pick them up anyway, but let's salvage all this wood. There. And let's retrieve blocks. Yeah, those look like whole blocks. Good, we got some holes in the ceiling. That's fine. Let me push all the buttons. I need those blocks. Where did they go? Concrete block, I need that. And let's grab those. I don't need the planters yet. Concrete block there, and then we can try and fill all of this in. Are we gonna have enough? Yes, we do have enough to fill all of that in. Let's go into here. I want to salvage the broken pieces. Good. And then we're going to take the non-broken pieces as whole blocks. I am going to pick up the solar panel because I think I have no idea what time it is because I can't see it while I'm in this mode. But I'm not sure which direction the sun comes up, but I think going... Where are we at on the map, actually? We're kind of around the the equator. So I think picking this solar panel up and then taking it to flat is going to be better. Horizontal. The problem with that is there is nothing under it. Are there stands under this? Yeah, that would look better with stands under it. So let's just go ahead and place that like that. And then I believe there is I picked up the other one right here. And we'll do that same option right there. Now we have a capacitor outside right here. So I guess I'll just put the other capacitor next to it. We'll worry about closing them in later. Why is it not showing? There you go. Show me the capacitor. Alright, so we'll do that right there. So that way at least we're going to have a little bit of storage going. We can have... I don't know why the texture doesn't show up, but this is the O2 tank. Where do I want to put that? There's like really no good place to put it because everything is just hodgepodge. We'll put it right there. It'll be fine. And then we need doors instead of force fields. So we're going to pick up the force fields. Are there any more force fields? I don't see any more. Oh, there's one right there. And that was the window. Great. Let's see. Now, let's put a door in. I think that'll probably be fine. Do I have any windows other than the one I just picked up? Yeah, I got 2 windows now. Let's see, what can we do for windows? How does that one? That one occupies the inside. I'm thinking I want to flip that around. I don't know. We'll flip it around that way. They're the same. There we go. That'll be fine. We gotta get some blocks in there. Let's see. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to want another door on the back side here at some point. Let's grab some of these blocks. I got wood blocks and I don't really want to use them, but I might have to. Let's see. I need to figure out where I'm going to put plants, which are probably going to be just literally right here in the middle. 1, 2, 3. I think that's how many planters I had. 1, 2, 3. And then we did have a grow light. Where did that go? Yep, plant grow light. Now to change the toolbars, I'm double clicking 1 because it'll switch back and forth. I mean, you can do it on any, like if I'm on the multi-tool, I can press 3 twice and it'll switch there. Let's see, I need to put that like right there. This is going to be centered over that, and then we can put 3 more plots on each side and then plant some stuff. But I'm not going to plant anything because the structure isn't sealed. We don't have oxygen or ventilation or anything, although I do have a ventilator. I think I had a ventilator right there. So we can do that. Whoops. We'll put the ventilator like right here for now. We got 4 blocks. I'm going to put blocks up here for now. We got to I want to grab some more just standard steel blocks off of a structure somewhere. That way I don't have to craft any, and then I can come in here and I can remove all of these different blocks that I don't want and replace them with steel or even concrete, but steel would be adequate. Alrighty, we can choose a bed here if we wanted to sleep. Why am I not seeing? There we go. Thank you for showing up. And then if we wanted to, we could put another light in somewhere. Let's just go with this light right here and put it directly over the door. And that'll probably be plenty of light for a while. Now, I need to get out of drone mode. I need to access the vehicle. No, I need to access the vehicle. I need to make some kind of a storage container. Small constructor. We're going to do like base and templates for cargo storage. I need any kind of storage. So I got to take cargo right there. Double click on it to learn it, use the points. So I can make at least a couple of cargo boxes maybe. In the small constructor, go to base, templates. Where'd they go? Oh, here they are right here. Let's see if I can make 2 of those real quick. Probably got to turn the vessel on so it'll craft. Okay, it looks like it crafted it. Shut down again. And there they are right there. Boom. Get out of my vessel. I should, yes, I'm still connected to the ship's cargo, and then I can go into drone, change over to where I can see the cargo boxes, and then I can choose one that has a volume of 16 KSU, because that'll be a nice large box. I'm not sure why I can't see it. There it is. I can only see it from one direction. There we go. And we're going to put it right here, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, let's put it right there. Perfect. And get a drone. I can go and access this here. It says Ancient Shelter and the Nasari cargo container. And I can put all of this stuff in here that I don't need, like the EVA boost and that. Put all of this. Actually, I'll leave some of that stuff in there in case I need to craft something. Don't need cement. Probably need the wood, maybe. No. I made cores, so I shouldn't need anything. I shouldn't need to craft anything. Let's drop everything in here. Might need fuel. I need to put those on this vessel. That should be good. Perfect. Go back to player. Let's go back to here. We're going to put these items back up in there. I probably should have put 2 boxes down, but that's okay. We're going to disconnect from that. And then I can go back to the Ancient Shelter and I can put these stuff in that container, that 16,000 container. So that's good. Let's put these items in the container because I don't need the sniper rifles and stuff right now. I don't need the rocket launcher, missiles. The ammo controller, I think on the vessel is kind of full. Yeah, that's all I can fit in there. Minigun rounds. I don't need minigun rounds. Let's do this. Go back to the Ancient Shelter. Don't need minigun rounds. I don't need the rest of those 15mm bullets. And then let's go back to player. And I'll put these 10 sniper rifle rounds in my inventory. I'll throw that capacitor in there. Everything should be good. We're going to take some oxygen. Where is portable constructor and the O2? Okay. We are going to get some stuff going down in here. Is it better to go out this way? I don't know that it's better to go out either way, but this has the little ramp. Now, we're going to put the O2 condensers. We'll just put them outside here. They have to sit on the ground. They will not be able to sit on the base. So they do have to sit on the ground. So we can put one there, and there, and then I can put at least one of the little portable constructors down as well. We'll put it on the other side. With these condensers, I'm going to put one fuel in each of these. That way we have oxygen running. That way I've got oxygen when I come back, because I've only got 13 tanks total left on me, and I'm kind of going through them. That's good. We can put the hovercraft in our pocket. Do I need it? I probably don't. I'm going to say let's put the hovercraft in the chest. Put these items in the chest. And I'll leave everything else on me. That's good. Sniper, pistol, Multi-tool, we got the charges for that. We got the charges for the drill. We got the scanner. We got our starting survival tool. We got 40 bandages. Okay, we are ready to go. Kind of. Let's go hit another location where we got these farm plots marked and stuff like that. So let's go down to this capital vessel down here and hit that. And then there is the engine compartment. There's a little bit there. Probably not going to hit both of those. I don't know that we'll be able to, but we got to go south west. That's east. We got to go this way. I forgot I was facing south. To one of these here. Oh, you know what I need to do? Wow, that jumped way up. Again? You okay? Good. Now, I need to put these thrusters on the vessel. So let me shut this down real quick. So hopefully I can work on this without anybody coming to get me. Now, if I remember right, tree blocks, I believe I put the 2 thrusters down here. So we're going to make the repairs on this that I made in the workshop. Well, kind of. What's going on here? Let me get into this drone here because there's a block that I can't see. I think it's right here. Yeah, right there. Okay. Now I can put that in there. Put that in there. We're going to put that in there. And then I got to remove. Oh, I've got to remove this turret. And then where'd it go? There it is. Turret. And then I'm going to make it a retractable turret. I know it sticks up a little bit farther, but we can retract this when we're drilling. And it's not going to be a huge deal. So let me go through and fix a couple of these pieces. I'm not going to paint it today, but at least I can kind of get this stuff going. Okay, there we go. It's not very pretty right now, but it definitely looks better in the workshop. And the links to the workshop, I'll have those in the description below. Alrighty, now, there we go. Now we can move. Look at there. Come on. As long as we can keep nose up on these hovercraft that, I don't know what it is. It's like they have a nail in the front of the ship that catches on everything. Doesn't matter whether it's the little hover bike or a hover vessel. It just catches on everything. You constantly have to mouse the nose up. But we're getting around a whole lot faster now because our top speed before was like 28. Now we're at 48 meters per second. That's a whole lot better. Okay, let's get down here to this capital vessel with the mini drone. Let's take care of the mini drone. Now see, I'm shooting from the front now, as to where before I had to spin around to the back to be able to shoot. We're going to kind of park this guy right here. Now see, there's thrusters still on this ship. We're going to come back for those thrusters a little bit later. See what's in here. 200 minigun round. I tell you what, when we get a minigun, that's going to be good. But we're going to come back for those thrusters when we are getting ready to try and do our capital ship, which shouldn't be too terribly long. Let's see, can we get anything out of the O2 tank? I don't think we can. I think there has to be at least 200 in there for us to get anything out. No. Alrighty, what we need to do, go to the inventory, go to the NAS hole. We're going to connect to it. That way we can salvage items and they'll go straight into, We're going to retrieve blocks, not salvage item. We're going to retrieve blocks and they'll go straight into the ship. So that went... Why did that... Oh, dadgummit. Okay. Now, we're going to do this the correct way. I need to have a core on this ship. Let's see. Was there a core already on the ship? Yes? No? Maybe so? Let's see if it'll let us put a core on it. Dang it. That sucks that I didn't get that. Okay. There's no core on the ship, so we can just place ours. And that's it. Now we can pick up blocks. So like this large constructor, we can pick that up. That should go straight into our ship inventory there. Perfect. Large constructor. I can show you it went straight into our inventory there in the ship. Then when you open a box, if you change from the player to your vessel, anything that you pick up physically out of the box will go straight into your ship. All right, let's grab the farming plots and the grow light. If there's nothing in the container, I'm going to take the container. We can take the doors and the lights. I can probably come back for a lot of this stuff. There was nothing in the locker, but we're going to take a locker so we have something. We're going to take that O2 station so we have an O2 station in our facility. I'm going to take a couple of these storage boxes here. How much room do I have? I'm at 12. Okay, I got plenty of room. I can actually take a lot of these boxes. We're going to take the lights. Oh, large O2 tank. Oh, that's good. We'll take that. That'll be good. It's got to be a fuel tank somewhere in here because the thrusters were running, which I am not going to take the thrusters right now. Once we hit level 15, I can start doing the capital vessel stuff. Let's remove some of this and see if there's anything below. I don't think there's going to be much down here. Oh, refrigerator. We want that. Was there anything in the refrigerator? No. So we'll take the refrigerator. Is there anything in there? No, we're going to take that. I want that ventilator. Take the light just because it's easy. The glass will be good to have. Is there anything up here I can see? Deco block. So I've seen like 3 thrusters on this ship. Now granted, we can probably dig down a little bit and find thrusters too when we're ready for them. I don't know why I'm grabbing all these lights. Just something to grab. I kind of think that's it for right now. We got the farm plots. We got the large constructor and stuff. That's good. Let's head on. We're going to go to a different location. Alrighty, here we are at the engine compartment. There was a couple of farm plots in here. Can we stop moving? I got 4 thrusters going forward, but only 2 facing forward. Alright, let's sit down. Let's shut that off. Let's go ahead and get out. And we need to place a core here as well. I don't remember if there was one on there or not. But I made several cores, put them in the inventory. Is there a core on here? Yes, there is right here. There we go. Their core is done. We're going to put our core on here. Boom. Now we can pick up the blocks. Make sure that we are in retrieve block mode. Grab those. I don't think there was enough in here to grab. No, there's not, so we're going to pick that up. Don't necessarily need the closet. Grab the grow light. Not a whole lot on this structure that I want. Granted, I could take some of the blocks, but there's still other items I want to pick up from other locations. Like we need to go to that kitchen's location as well. I need to eat. And I need to take some more oxygen. That was the last of my food. How far away are we from food? Because, oh, I might be able to go get food up here. Is there a market? The Warrior Temple, that they may have vendors there, but usually I thought they had like an open market. Let's see, where are we at? We're down here. It's another engine compartment. It's the same POI that we're standing in, the same type. There's going to be 2 farm plots and a grow light. That's going to be the only thing I'm really going to be getting from there, which is at this point. I did find, where's it at? Right down here, this Crash DSE2 mid. There's a ton of farm plots here. I mean, a ton. Which is going to be great because I have a lot of farm plots in my capital vessel. So that's going to be a great find. Let's see, the old tank station. Okay. Head back to our ancient shelter. Maybe drop some of this stuff off. Kitchens will probably have to wait. Yeah, kitchens are going to have to wait. We're going to drop this stuff off at the shelter, and then I need to go and buy more food. Eventually, once we get these farm plots and everything all set up, we can plant the crops that we need so we can start making emergency rations. Now, the good thing about emergency rations are they don't have a perish time. So you can make loads of them and have a stockpile, and you don't have to worry. What? I love hover vessels. Have I mentioned that yet? But you can have a stockpile of them and not have to worry about them spoiling. As to where all the other foods have a perish time on them. Now, if somebody has a tip for how to keep these hover vessels from like nose diving into the earth all the time, please share that, because these are horrible. I mean, it's bad enough that they're slow, but I mean, you bump into things and they spin around and they nosedive all the time. I mean, like I'm constantly pushing forward on my mouse to keep the nose up to hopefully keep it from nosediving into the ground. And I'm as far off the ground as I can. But unfortunately, I mean, I have small vessels that I'm eventually going to bring in one of them into the game, but it doesn't have any drill capability on it, because you got to be like level 20 or something before you even reach the drill capability for a small vessel. It's like they want you to use a hover vessel for mining, for extensive mining, I should say. Okay, let's get in here. Let's access this storage. We're already connected to that, and I'm just going to start dropping stuff in here. Nope, don't drop those. Keep the cores. Keep the fuel. Ooh, the large constructor, that'll be good. Let's actually put the large constructor there. And then we can place that somewhere. There's no good corner to place it because everything is blocking everything else. Like these windows are all utilizing that inside block. All right, well, we'll just place it right there. At least it's out and I can use it now to access different stuff. Lots of more things. Okay, Let's make sure that I emptied everything. Yeah, I emptied everything out of that. I'm going to switch over to player. I am going to switch over to the dirty asshole. I'm going to disconnect from it. I haven't done a save in a little bit. Let's go ahead and do a backup. Perfect. Should probably do that every so often. And then we're going to hop back in the vessel and we are going to go northeast to Polaris. Now I sit here and I bitch and fuss about these hover vessels and stuff. I have to say, these little hover vessels are really good for one purpose. And that's tunneling under an enemy base. And then with the gun on it, you can take down the enemy shield from underneath the base, and it'll apply pressure, constant pressure on the shield, so they can't regenerate their shield. And then that allows you to, it helps you raid the base a little bit. That's the one good thing about these hover vessels. The capacity on this one is really good. It's just I had to adjust it with the thrusters because I didn't have enough thrusters, forward thrust. Once this thing got loaded down, it just wouldn't move. But traversing the planet is a pain in the butt. Now, so far, knock on wood, this has been doing fairly decent because I've been skimming across the tops of a lot of this stuff. And then I just float back down. But if you don't keep that nose up, or you don't pay attention and you run into a pebble, then it nosedives into the earth, into the planet. Oh, go, go, go. There we go. Thought it was going to catch on one of those hills. Yep, there we go. Hit a tree that I wasn't even near. Oh, now I'm stuck down in a canyon. Come on, nose up, nose up, nose up, nose up. There we go. You got to run your mouse up quite a bit. Come on. I didn't have enough oomph to get on top of that. So once I can get oh my gosh, just come on, come on. No, don't flip, don't flip, don't flip, don't flip, don't flip. Totally took my eye off the screen for just a second because somebody texted me. But once we can get like either a small vessel or the capital ship, oh man, the capital ship will be great because then we got a floating base. We ain't got to worry about being in the ancient shelter or nothing. But we're only on what, episode 4? We're gonna get there. This is not where I was wanting to go, but it is where I wanted to go. Okay, I've still got a little bit of hunger, which is fine. So we will do that. Let me shut that down. We can go in here. I found this when I was exploring the planet between episodes and stuff. But look at all these farm plots. I mean, there's like a ton of farm plots in here. I have no idea how many there are, but there's this little compartment here. There might be some buried. Then there is a compartment here. See, there's a bunch of them here. 8. There's probably 20 there. And then we have a whole nother thing here. There's a few there. I'm hoping that this whole thing is filled underneath. I'm hoping they're all under the dirt there. But that's going to be great. And then we're right next to, it's a radiation zone. I go in there and the radiation it gets higher, but there's little pentaxid nodes there, the little blue node. That's going to help. And then there's a ton of storage and stuff in here. Now, granted, I was afraid of taking this place over because it's partially buried. I would have had to dig everything out, and it's a ship. It's supposedly a capital vessel that has crashed rather than it being a base, I'm pretty sure. So I wasn't sure if we'd be able to put solar panels on it or anything. Yeah, this was a ship at some point. But we'll come back and we'll get all of those farm plots and everything. Probably closer to when we're doing our capital vessel. But I got to go and get food. Change our views. You can hit V to change your view. And then I believe I've got to go west. Yeah, this way. Literally passed over everything I wanted to go. Yeah, the trading post right there. That's where I'm, right? Polaris trading post? Isn't that where I'm going? Oh man, I went, dang it. Yep. Polaris trading post is where I'm supposed to be, but I came south to the Brother of Far. That's where we sell the weapons. I've got to make sure that I remember that. Well, crud. Okay. Well, folks, I ended up going the wrong direction, obviously, and didn't make it to the trading post. But I'm headed there now. But I think we're going to call this an episode. I appreciate everybody joining us today. Hopefully in the next episode we can gather some more items and kind of help make our base more of a base. Close it in, get some crops going. That way we can make some emergency rations. But if you folks are liking these episodes, definitely hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I greatly appreciate it. And we will see you folks in the next one. You take care and happy hunting.